The fork clattered against the porcelain plate, echoing through the dining room like a gunshot. River froze, his heart pounding as his father's eyes narrowed on the crumpled piece of paper that had slipped from his pocket during dessert. In that instant, the world tilted, years of carefully guarded secrets unraveling in the horrified stares of his family, turning a routine Sunday meal into the epicenter of his personal apocalypse. River Thompson had always known he was different. Growing up in the suburbs of Chicago, in a house bursting with 3 older brothers who chased girls like it was a sport, he learned early to mimic their bravado. Football games in the backyard, crude jokes about crushes at school. River played along, laughing too loud, dating girls he felt nothing for, all to blend into the rough-and-tumble tapestry of the Thompson clan. His father, a retired cop with a voice like gravel and opinions set in stone, preached traditional values: hard work, family loyalty, and marrying a nice girl to carry on the name. His mother, softer but no less entrenched, baked pies and organized church events, her world revolving around her son's futures as upstanding men. But inside, River burned with a truth he couldn't voice. It started in middle school, a flutter in his chest when he'd catch sight of Jake Ramirez in gym class. Jake with his easy smile, dark hair flopping over his forehead, and a laugh that made River's stomach twist in ways no girl ever had. They became friends in high school, inseparable. Study sessions turning into late-night talks, shared secrets under the stars on the roof of Jake's garage. River told himself it was just admiration, brotherhood even, but deep down he knew it was more. Love, raw and unspoken, gnawed at him like a secret wound. By college, they roomed together at the University of Illinois, and the proximity amplified everything. Jake dated casually, girls coming and going, while River buried himself in books and part-time jobs, avoiding the parties where hookups were expected. One night, after a brutal exam week, they split a 6-pack on their tiny balcony. Jake confessed his latest breakup, vulnerability cracking his usual confidence. "I don't know, man," he said, staring at the city lights. "Sometimes I wonder if I'm even into this whole dating scene." River's pulse raced. He wanted to say it then. "I've loved you for years," but the words lodged in his throat like shards of glass. Instead, he wrote the letter, poured his soul onto paper in the quiet hours when Jake slept. "Jake, I've hidden this for so long because I'm terrified, but I can't pretend anymore. You're the one who makes my world make sense. I love you, not as a friend, but as everything." He sealed it, intending to burn it, but fate had other plans. It fell out that fateful dinner, his father snatching it up before River could react. "What the hell is this?" his father bellowed, voice booming off the walls. His brothers, Mark, the eldest and a carbon copy of Dad, Luke, the middle one with a wife and kid on the way, and Tyler, the youngest, still in college, leaned in, confusion morphing to shock as Dad read aloud. River's mother gasped, hand flying to her mouth. "River, is this? Are you?" The room erupted. Accusations flew like daggers. "This is a phase," from Mom. "You're confusing friendship with something sick," from Mark. Luke shook his head, muttering about disappointing the family. Tyler, wide-eyed, said nothing, but his silence cut deepest. Dad slammed the table. "No son of mine is going to live like that. You fix this or you're out." River bolted, grabbing his keys and fleeing into the night. He drove aimlessly, tears blurring the highway lights, ending up at Jake's doorstep. "They know," he choked out when Jake opened the door. Jake pulled him inside, reading the letter River thrust at him. For a moment, hope flickered. Jake's eyes softened, his hand lingering on River's shoulder. But then he stepped back. "River, I care about you, but not like that. I'm straight, man. This changes things." Betrayal hit like a freight train. Jake, his confidant, now distant, suggesting River find his own place. "It's for the best," he said, avoiding eye contact. River nodded numbly, the rejection compounding the family's scorn. He crashed on a friend's couch that night, the weight of isolation settling in. How had one slip unraveled everything? The next days blurred into survival mode. River ignored calls from home, focusing on classes, but whispers followed him. Words spread fast in their small circle. A professor pulled him aside, offering resources for LGBTQ support, but River brushed it off, too raw to accept help. He applied for dorm housing, lying about a roommate conflict, and threw himself into work at the campus bookstore. Yet the internal storm raged. Nights alone, he questioned everything. Was loving Jake wrong? Had he betrayed his family by being himself? The moral quandary twisted him. Society preached acceptance in ads and parades, but in his conservative bubble it was sin. He attended a support group meeting anonymously, listening to stories of disownment and resilience, feeling a spark of solidarity amid the pain. Then came the call from Tyler. "Bro, Dad's furious, but I get it. I've known for a while." Relief washed over River, a crack in the armor. They met secretly at a coffee shop, Tyler confessing his own doubts about the family's rigid expectations. "Luke's pressuring me to propose to my girlfriend, but I'm not ready. Seeing you stand up, it's brave." For the first time, River felt seen, not judged. But the peace was short-lived. Mark showed up at his new dorm, face thunderous. "You're tearing the family apart. Mom's crying nonstop. Fix this. Tell them it's a joke." The confrontation escalated. Voices raised in the hallway, drawing stares. River stood his ground. "It's not a joke. This is me." Mark stormed off, vowing to cut ties. The fallout deepened. River's grades slipped as anxiety gnawed at him. He debated reaching out to Jake, but pride held him back. Instead, he channeled the hurt into action, joining an on-campus advocacy group. There, he met Ryan, a confident senior who organized protests against discrimination. Ryan's story mirrored his, rejected by religious parents, now thriving independently. Their talks evolved into friendship, a tentative attraction simmering beneath. One evening, after a rally, Ryan kissed him impulsively. River pulled away, guilt flooding him. "I'm not ready," he admitted. Ryan nodded, understanding the fresh wounds. But the moment lingered, a glimpse of possibility amid the chaos. Back home, tensions brewed. Dad issued an ultimatum via email. Come home for Thanksgiving, renounce this lifestyle, or be cut off financially. River stared at the screen, the choice looming like a guillotine. Obey and betray himself, or defy and lose everything. The decision would define him, but at what cost? The email's words burned into River's retinas long after he closed his laptop. Thanksgiving was 2 weeks away, a holiday that once meant warmth and turkey, now a battlefield. He paced his cramped dorm room, weighing the scales. Family versus authenticity. The pressure built like a storm cloud, threatening to drown him in regret. In the days leading up, River sought solace in unexpected places. He confided in his advisor, who connected him with a therapist specializing in identity crises. Sessions unearthed buried emotions, resentment toward his father's unyielding machismo, sorrow for his mother's silent complicity. "You're not broken," the therapist said, "but healing means facing the fractures." River nodded, but doubt lingered. Was standing firm selfish or necessary? Ryan became a steady presence, their conversations delving deeper. Over cheap pizza, Ryan shared his journey. Coming out at 18, parents' prayers turning to eviction. "I lost my home, but gained myself," he said. River envied that resolve. "What if I can't afford to lose them?" Ryan squeezed his hand. "Sometimes loss is the price of freedom." Meanwhile, Jake reappeared, texting apologies. "I freaked out. Can we talk?" They met at a neutral park bench, autumn leaves crunching underfoot. Jake admitted confusion. "I've never thought about guys that way, but losing you as a friend sucks." River's heart ached. Love unrequited, but friendship salvageable? He forgave tentatively, boundaries redrawn. Yet the encounter stirred old wounds, making him question if he'd ever move on. As Thanksgiving neared, River's brothers fractured further. Luke called, voice strained. "Dad's health is slipping, stress from this. Come home. Play nice." The guilt trip hit hard. Dad's recent doctor visits for high blood pressure loomed large. Was River's truth worth his father's well-being? Moral dilemmas swirled. Duty to family versus self-preservation. Tyler, his ally, urged resistance. Don't cave. I'll back you. They plotted via encrypted messages. Tyler revealing family secrets. Mark's hidden gambling debt. Luke's marital strains. We're all messed up, Tyler said. Your thing just brought it to light. The revelation humanized his brothers, but didn't ease the knot in River's gut. He decided to go armed with resolve. The drive home felt eternal. Chicago's skyline fading into suburban sprawl. Arriving, the house smelled of roasting turkey, but the air crackled with tension. Mom hugged him tightly, eyes red-rimmed. Dad grunted a greeting, avoiding eye contact. Brothers nodded warily. Dinner started civilly, small talk about football and weather. But as pie was served, Dad cleared his throat. We need to address the elephant in the room. He fixed River with a steely gaze. This phase, it's not acceptable. We've raised you better. River's fork trembled. It's not a phase, Dad. I'm gay. That's who I am. The words hung heavy, igniting the fuse. Chaos ensued. Dad pounded the table. Not under my roof. You'll corrupt your brothers. Mark chimed in. Think about the family name. People talk. Luke pleaded. Just try therapy. Fix it. Mom wept silently. Tyler exploded. Enough. River isn't broken. You're the one stuck in the past. The room stunned into silence. Dad turned purple. You too? Defending this abomination. The argument raged, old grievances surfacing. Mark confessed his debts, blaming stress. Luke admitted his marriage teetered. River watched, realizing his coming out was the catalyst for buried truths. But the cost was steep. Dad banished him from the table, ordering him out. River left, tears streaming, Tyler following. I'm coming with you, Tyler said. I can't stay in that toxicity. They drove back to campus together, brotherhood redefined. Yet River felt hollow. Had he destroyed the family? Post-Thanksgiving, repercussions rippled. Dad cut financial support, forcing River to take extra shifts. Mom sent covert texts. Love mixed with pleas to reconsider. Brothers divided. Mark and Luke sided with Dad. Tyler with River. Ryan offered comfort, their bond strengthening. A first date, coffee turning to walks, sparked hope. But Jake's re-entry complicated things. At a party, Jake drunkenly kissed River, whispering, Maybe I was wrong. River recoiled, betrayal fresh. You can't toy with me. Jake apologized profusely, but trust shattered. The incident forced introspection. River journaled furiously, dissecting choices. Forgiving Jake too soon? Pushing family away? Ethical tightropes abounded. Was pursuing Ryan rebounding or genuine? Campus life intensified the social lens. A homophobic slur scrawled on his door prompted a report, but administration dragged feet. Advocacy group rallied, River speaking publicly for the first time. Hiding hurts more than hate, he declared to a crowd. Applause bolstered him, but backlash followed, anonymous threats online. Amid turmoil, a call from Mom. Dad had a heart scare, blames the stress. Guilt crushed River. Had his defiance endangered his father? He visited the hospital secretly, peeking through the door. Dad looked frail, hooked to machines. Mom spotted him, pulling him in. He misses you, she whispered. Dad stirred. River, voice weak, but eyes sharp. Why'd you come? Because your family, River said, throat tight. A tentative truce formed. Dad didn't apologize, but listened as River explained his feelings. I can't change who I am. Dad sighed. Maybe I can't either. But try to understand. It's hard for an old man. Leaving, River felt a shift. Not acceptance, but acknowledgement. Yet the road ahead loomed uncertain. Ryan waited, offering stability, but Jake's confusion lingered like a shadow. As winter break approached, River faced another crossroads. Invite Ryan home, or keep worlds separate? The decision weighed heavy, each path fraught with potential loss. Snow blanketed the campus like a fragile piece, mirroring River's tentative equilibrium. The hospital visit had cracked the family's icy facade, but healing was slow, punctuated by awkward phone calls and unspoken regrets. Dad's recovery meant gruff updates from Mom, hints of softening without outright change. River clung to that sliver, balancing it against his burgeoning life. Ryan became his anchor, their relationship evolving cautiously. Dates shifted from casual to intimate. Shared meals, movie nights where hands intertwined naturally. Ryan's patience soothed River's scars. "No rush," he said. "We've got time." But time felt borrowed. Societal whispers reminded River that love like theirs drew scrutiny. Jake faded into the background, his kiss a regrettable blip. River blocked his number after a final confrontation. "You hurt me when I needed you most." Jake's tears didn't sway him, betrayals sting too deep. Yet the loss mourned like a death, friendship's corpse haunting quiet moments. Tyler's move to campus dorms solidified their alliance. They roomed nearby, late nights dissecting family dynamics. "Mark's jealous," Tyler theorized. "He's the golden boy, but you're the one forcing change." River laughed bitterly. Change at what price? Tyler's support buffered the isolation, but couldn't erase the void left by the others. Social pressures mounted. At a fraternity event, attended reluctantly for networking, slurs flew casually. River challenged one. "That's not cool." Earning glares. Later, his car tires slashed. A note. "Fags stay out." Fear gripped him. Was visibility worth the danger? He reported it, but police dismissed it as pranks. Advocacy group pushed for awareness. River leading a workshop on allyship. Vulnerability exposed, but empowerment grew. Homefront simmered. Luke reached out, apologetic. "I was wrong to pressure you. My marriage is failing. Projecting my crap." The confession bridged gaps. Luke visited campus, meeting Ryan awkwardly. "As long as you're happy," he said, a small victory. Mark remained obstinate, echoing Dad's views. A heated call. "You're choosing perversion over family." River retorted, "I'm choosing truth." The rift widened, Mark blocking him. Moral conflict se intensified. River pondered, was cutting toxic ties ethical or abandonment? Therapy helped unpack it. Boundaries aren't betrayal, but doubt persisted. A pivotal moment came at a family counseling session Mom arranged. Dad attended grudgingly, therapist mediating. Accusations aired. Dad's fear of societal judgment. River's resentment of conditional love. Tears flowed. Dad admitted, "I don't understand, but I don't want to lose you." No full acceptance but progress, a hug stiff but real. Emboldened, River invited Ryan to a family barbecue. Tension palpable, but Ryan charmed with stories of his own reconciliation efforts. Dad grilled silently, Mom fussed. Brothers varied. Tyler enthusiastic, Luke polite, Mark absent. A step forward, fragile as glass. But backlash struck. Neighbors gossiped, church friends shunned Mom. Dad faced barbs at his veterans group. "Your boy's one of them?" The strain showed. Dad snapped at River, "See what you've done?" Guilt resurfaced. Was his happiness selfish? Ryan faced his own demons. His parents, long estranged, reached out via letter. "We've prayed, want to meet." Ryan hesitated, mirroring River's turmoil. They supported each other, decisions intertwined. Campus drama escalated. A protest against anti-LGBT legislation drew crowds and counter-protesters. Shouts turned physical. River shoved, bruising his arm. Ryan pulled him away, fury in his eyes. "This world's messed up." The incident made news, River interviewed. "We fight because silence kills." Exposure brought support and hate mail. Amid chaos, a quiet revelation. River loved Ryan deeply, untainted by past crushes. He confessed under starlight, "You're my choice." Ryan smiled. "And you're mine." Yet shadows loomed. Jake resurfaced, sober and sincere. "I think I might be bi." That kiss. It meant something. River's world spun. Betrayal revisited. Was Jake's timing manipulative? He confided in Tyler, who advised caution. He's hurt you before. The temptation tested River's growth. Reject Jake and embrace stability with Ryan, or explore what-ifs. Ethics clashed. Loyalty to Ryan versus unresolved feelings. He chose confrontation, meeting Jake. Why now? Jake admitted therapy, self-discovery. I was scared. Sympathy warred with anger. River walked away. I can't go back. The decision liberated him, but cost friendships remnants. Jake distanced, mutual friends choosing sides. Family ties strained anew. Dad's health dipped. Stress blamed on family drama. River visited, finding Dad reflective. Maybe I was wrong about a lot. A breakthrough, but incomplete. As spring thawed the snow, River faced graduation looming. Job offers in liberal cities tempted. Escape from Chicago's ghosts. But leaving meant abandoning fragile men's. The choice. Stay and fight, or flee for peace. Ryan's opportunity arose. A grad program in California. Come with me. The proposal thrilled and terrified. Uproot everything for love? Decisions piled, each with stakes. River pondered the price of authenticity in a judgmental world. Graduation caps soared like freed birds, but River's heart anchored heavy. Diploma in hand, he scanned the crowd. Mom beaming, Dad stoic, Tyler cheering, Luke present, Mark notably absent. Ryan by his side, a symbol of hard-won progress. Yet the ceremony felt bittersweet, milestones shadowed by unresolved conflicts. Post-grad life thrust River into reality. He landed a marketing job in downtown Chicago, close enough for family visits, far from campus echoes. Ryan deferred his program, staying for River. We're in this together. Cohabitation followed, a cozy apartment becoming their sanctuary. Domesticity brought joy, cooking disasters, lazy Sundays, but societal undercurrents simmered. Workplace dynamics tested him. Colleagues assumed heteronormativity. River came out gradually, earning allies and side eyes. A boss's offhand joke about those people prompted HR complaints, but change was glacial. He advocated quietly, mentoring a young intern questioning his identity. Family interactions evolved unevenly. Weekly dinners resumed, Dad's gruffness softening to curiosity. Tell me about Ryan. River shared cautiously, Dad listening without interruption. A miracle. Mom baked for them, acceptance in flour-dusted hugs. Tyler thrived, out of the nest, his own secrets emerging. I'm ace, aromantic. River supported, roles reversed. Luke's divorce hit hard, custody battles exposing vulnerabilities. I get it now. Hiding parts of yourself destroys you. Bonds strengthened through shared pain. Mark remained the outlier, resurfacing at a family wedding. Drunk and confrontational. You're parading your sin. River stood firm. It's love, not sin. The scene escalated, guests whispering. Dad intervened. Enough, Mark. River is family. Pivotal shift, Dad defending him. Mark stormed out, but seeds of change planted. Moral quandris persisted. River questioned. Was forgiving Dad too easy, enabling past hurts? Therapy continued, unpacking layers. Forgiveness is for you, not them, the counselor said. Ryan's family reconciliation faltered. A meeting turned sour, parents preaching conversion. Ryan cut contact, devastated. River comforted. Roles swapped. You did the right thing. But the pain mirrored his own, reinforcing isolation's toll. Social circles expanded via community events. Pride parade participation empowered, but a violent clash with protesters left bruises, physical and emotional. Why fight when hate wins? River despaired. Ryan reminded, because giving up lets them win. A career opportunity arose. Promotion requiring relocation to New York. Pros: progressive environment, better pay. Cons: distancing from family men's. Ryan encouraged, it's your future. But River hesitated, loyalty clashing with ambition. Jake's ghost reemerged via mutual friends. Engaged to a woman, but rumors of unhappiness. A chance encounter at a bar. I regret how I handled us. River listened, closure tempting. We were kids, but I'm happy now. Parting amicably, wounds scarred over. Family crisis struck. Dad's full heart attack. Rushed to ER, River arrived first. Holding Dad's hand. Don't leave us.
Dad survived, post-op reflective.
Life's short. I was wrong to push you away. Tears shared, barriers crumbling. Dad met Ryan properly. Take care of my boy. Acceptance, hard-earned. Recovery bonded them. River helped with rehab, conversations deepening. Dad confessed fears. Grew up in a different time. Scared of what I didn't know. River empathized, bridges built on understanding. But triumphs tempered by losses. Mark's gambling spiraled, leading to intervention. He lashed out. Your drama started this. River countered. We all have demons. Reluctant truce formed, therapy mandated. As stability settled, River proposed to Ryan during a quiet picnic. Will you marry me? Ryan's yes sealed their commitment, joy amid tears. Planning unearthed issues. Family reactions varied. Mom ecstatic, dad supportive if subdued, brothers mixed. Societal hurdles. Venue denials, conservative relatives boycotting. Ethical debates. Invite them anyway or protect peace. A pre-wedding family meeting turned explosive. Mark challenged. This mocks marriage. Dad shut him down. Love is love. The stand solidified unity, Mark conceding grudgingly. Wedding day dawned bright, vows exchanged before loved ones. But absence of some stung, reminder of prices paid. Honeymoon bliss contrasted post-return realities. Adoption discussions arose. Ryan wanted kids. River wavered. With our histories, is it fair? Moral minefield. Bring children into a world of potential prejudice? Career pull intensified. New York offer pressed. Accept and uproot or stay rooted. Decisions culminated in a soul-searching night. River chose the move, family blessing bittersweet. We'll visit, Mom promised. Packing unearthed the old letter to Jake, symbol of past pains. Burning it, River released ghosts. The New York skyline glittered like a promise, but River's grip on the steering wheel tightened as they crossed the bridge. Uprooting from Chicago meant leaving mended fences for uncharted territory. Ryan's hand on his knee a steady reminder of why. Yet doubts whispered. Had he traded family progress for personal gain? The move, a calculated risk, now felt like a leap into the abyss. Settling in Brooklyn, the apartment buzzed with potential. River's new role at a progressive firm embraced diversity. Colleagues shared stories freely, no whispers behind backs. Ryan enrolled in grad school, their routines sinking into harmony. Weekends explored the city, museums, parks, love deepening in freedom's embrace. But distance amplified fractures. Video calls with family sufficed temporarily, but holidays loomed large. First Christmas away, virtual toasts felt hollow. Dad's health updates via mom carried undercurrents of loneliness. We miss you, she said, eyes pleading. Tyler's visits bridged gaps, crashing on their couch with tales of home. Mark's in therapy, making strides. Positive, but River sensed undercurrents. Dad's subtle regressions, church influences pulling. Social integration challenged. New friends in the LGBTQ scene welcomed, but River grappled with imposter syndrome. His journey less tumultuous than some. A support group story of street homelessness humbled him, sparking volunteer work at shelters. Giving back eased guilt but highlighted privileges. Ryan's adoption dreams progressed. Agency meetings began. Vetting processes probed histories. Family rejections scrutinized. Will our pasts disqualify us? River worried. Ethical debates raged. Adopt domestically, facing biases, or internationally, navigating complexities? They chose foster to adopt, committing to a teen echoing their youths. Enter Mia, 15, guarded and witty. Placement tentative, her story mirroring theirs. Outed and abandoned. Bonding slowly, board games, honest talks. Mia's questions cut deep, Did your family come around? River shared truthfully, hope laced with caution. Challenges arose. Mia's behavioral issues tested patience. Therapy sessions unearthed traumas. River questioned readiness. Are we helping or harming? Ryan reassured. Love heals. But nights of arguments strained their marriage. Family visited, meeting Mia. Dad's awkwardness melted seeing her laugh. Reminds me of you boys. Acceptance extended, a ripple effect. Mark's turnaround surprised. Sober, apologetic during a call. I was projecting my fears. Proud of you. Reconciliation tentative, built on actions. Yet betrayals lingered in memory. A work colleague outed a peer maliciously. River intervened, earning respect but stirring old fears. Societal shifts, legislation threats, prompted activism. Marches attended, voices raised against discrimination. Personal growth peaked in a published essay. The cost of coming out. Viral response brought messages, support and hate. One from Jake. Inspired me to live authentically. Married now, but happy for you. Closure finally.
Mia adoption finalized, joy overwhelming.
But a health scare. Ryan's routine check revealing a lump, shattered piece. Benign, but the fear exposed vulnerabilities. What if? Conversations deepened bonds. Years blurred. Mia thrived, college-bound. River reflected on paths taken. Defiances, reconciliations, losses. Family gatherings now inclusive. Dad's pride evident. In quiet moments, River pondered the journey's toll. Choices coming out, moving, adopting, each a double-edged sword. Had authenticity justified the pain inflicted and endured? As the story closes on a family dinner in their New York home, laughter echoing, one question lingers for reflection. Was River's pursuit of personal truth ultimately selfish, or did it catalyze necessary growth for everyone involved?